Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and I was recently asked to help spread the word on the current efforts to recall California's Governor Gavin Newsom. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Stay tuned. Now, this entire channel was recently remonetized, and then about 7 weeks later, on Thanksgiving Day, the entire channel was demonetized again. So I want to give a big thank you to the Firearms Policy Coalition. You guys have been fantastic in supporting the channel and supporting the Second Amendment in California and across this country. So I want to thank you for helping me stay on the air so that I can spread the message about what's going on in our 2A community. Also want to thank my Patreons very much. Honestly, if it wasn't for you guys on Patreon, this channel just wouldn't exist. So thank you guys very much. If you get a chance, go down to the description box, click the link to the Firearms Policy Coalition, subscribe, become a member, and subscribe to their email list. And if you want to, you can also click the link and become a Patreon yourself. Okay, so recalling California Governor Gavin Newsom. He is arguably one of the worst governors to ever hit the state of California. He does not believe in freedom. He believes in socialism. He believes in open borders. He believes in basically big tech and nothing else below. The middle class is fleeing. There is filth in the street. There is a poverty level that just keeps rising and rising. I mean, the reasons to recall Newsom are massive. They're much higher than just what he's done to the Second Amendment, which is basically obliterate the Second Amendment in the state of California. So there's been an effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom now for quite a while. These people have been working on it, putting in a lot of hours, a lot of time, a lot of money to really create something that's not just this small, tiny grassroots thing anymore. It's grown into a massive movement to recall Newsom. There is an official website that you guys can go to. You can get bumper stickers. You can volunteer. You can find out where you can get your petitions. You can download petitions. I believe you can even sign the petition online. There are, they've already gone through the state process in order to get certified. So this is not, again, just a small thing. It's a big movement that is gaining a lot of traction. But the thing is, I don't think too many people know that it's actually going on. I mean, if you go on Instagram and search Recall Newsom or Recall Gavin Newsom, you'll see all of the different people from all different ethnicities, you know, sitting out there, signing petitions, getting people to sign in front of gun shows, in front of shops, and people that are just taking their time out of their busy schedule to make this thing happen. And it's really happening. But again, we need more signatures in order for this to actually work. Right now, I think they're sitting at about half of the required signatures to recall the governor. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there who say that you're never going to recall the governor. It's not going to happen. Well, a lot of you younger viewers out there that are watching right now might not remember California Governor Gray Davis. Gray Davis was recalled, and Gray Davis was very similar to Gavin Newsom in a lot of ways. Definitely not as bad as Gavin Newsom, if you ask me. Again, Gavin Newsom, I think, is the worst thing to ever happen to California. But Gray Davis, who is somebody that kind of came up under Jerry Brown with a lot of the same thoughts and had a lot of the same political attributes to his campaign. He was against assault weapons. He, saw the poverty level rise. He saw crime rates rise. And there was a lot going on with Gray Davis, and the public did the same thing. Gray Davis served one full term, and just very shortly into his second term, he was recalled. Now, there is one thing that you want to keep in mind, especially if you're thinking about recalling Gavin Newsom, is who is going to take his place. So while you're signing, while you're volunteering, while you're getting out there, and if this thing, thinking about the future, right? If this thing actually goes through and you can recall the governor, who's going to take his place? Because the person that took Gray Davis's spot was Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, again, was one of the absolute worst for California. If you don't know how bad Schwarzenegger was, who was a Republican, but his wife was a Kennedy Democrat, who I think fed him a lot of his political knowledge. So under Schwarzenegger, we have the California handgun roster. We also have microstamping. He is the one who signed into law that when microstamping became available technology, that it would be required in order for a gun to make it on the California handgun roster. That was all under Arnold Schwarzenegger, who again was a Republican. So you guys got to think, okay, let's say this recall goes through, who are you going to replace him with? My particular vote, if he would ever throw his hat back in the ring, would be Travis Allen. Travis Allen, if you ask me, would be the best thing to ever happen to California. I think even with a majority of Democrats holding the Assembly and the Senate, I still think that having him in the main office would be the best conservative thing that you could ever see for the state, and maybe we can get some of this stuff turned around. So again, there's this big recall effort, and you guys need to get out there. You need to be active. You need to do what you can to fix the state of California on your own, because honestly, nobody else is going to do it for you. I mean, you got guys fighting for you, like Firearms Policy Coalition and Cal Guns Foundation and all these other places that are fighting to try and restore your rights. But again, it's up to you to help those places out. Donate to those places, volunteer, spread the word, do what you can. You know, whatever it is that you could do, it would be a huge help. So I'll put a link down below to the official recall page so you guys can go there, check it out, check out the latest news, the latest movement, download a petition, see how you can volunteer and do it. But yeah, I think it is possible. It is very possible. Again, they're halfway there, so they just need a little bit more help to get all the way there. And hey, California might actually have a chance. So again, I'm just making this video to spread the word and, you know, help the state that I was born and raised in, you know, become what it used to be, the Golden State, which it's not anymore. Fleeing middle class, rising homelessness. It's just absolutely terrible, and it needs to change. So help make it change.